clear what my trip is by now. And I think that word has gotten around that I don't read music very well and that I'm not very good at copying parts. If somebody says, like, play that. It's like, no, you play it, you know? You wrote it, you play it. I'm not gonna play it like you. I had that experience with Dylan on a couple of songs where he said it goes like this, and like, I don't know what that was. You know, he's very idiosyncratic and he's a really cool piano player. So on those occasions I'd play organ and he'd play piano. If there's something basic, like Tom will say, I wrote it on the piano, this is how it goes, like breakdown, it's like, yeah, well, like, you can't improve on that, I'll play that. Like, if you play with Tom, if you play for Rick Rubin or something, you're gonna have to draw stuff out of yourself and go, okay, I have to go to some other uncharted territory in my mind. Always do your best and pull the most out of yourself you can. But some people like Castello, I learned so much and I got so much better because it took me out of my comfort zone, but it was still music I could relate to. And that was the same thing working with Rick Rubin for Johnny Cash. It was out of my comfort zone. It was like, okay, I haven't quite played like this, but there's an intersection. And that's what it was like working with Castello. It was really, really special. So I generally have the freedom to do what I want, not in some tyrannical way. And of course, like, do you like this? Do you have another idea? What do you think? But generally to go where I will. Heartbreakers are their own kind of magic, so like that's this whole nother world. But as far as freelance sessions, there have been so many. You learn something every time. Bob Dylan, Shot of Love. That album was remarkable to make. Jim Keltner, Danny Korchmar, Fred Tackett, the great Tim Drummond on bass, Steve Ripley on guitar. Stevie Nicks' first album, solo album, Belladonna, was a remarkable experience. The couple of times I got to play with the Rolling Stones, just a tiny bit, on Voodoo Lounge, which I played better on, just on 2 songs. But on Bridges to Babylon, I got to play a live track instead of overdubbing. And I was as close to Charlie Watts as I am to that camera, maybe closer, on a Jenny Lewis record that Ryan Adams was producing 2 months ago. Live tracking with one song's just Ringo, another song's Ringo and Jim Keltner. And that's magic. And working with Ryan Adams is magic. And working with Glenn Johns on anything is magic. And we worked so much in the 90s with so many great people like Christopherson and everybody, Bonnie Raitt. Don said to me once, so is there anybody else you want to work with? You know, like that we should, like, is there any other legends we want to cover? And then he called me one day and said, me and Ringo are taking a Learjet to Merle Haggard's place tomorrow. Do you want to come? And we cut a song called Born to Lose. It never came out. And I'm at Merle Haggard's home studio, and Haggard's playing a Telecaster and singing Born to Lose. Don was playing an upright bass. I think it's the first time he ever played an upright bass, certainly the first time he ever recorded it, because there was no electric bass there. Merle's guitarist, who I shamefully can't remember his name, is playing acoustic rhythm. And I look straight ahead to the next booth from behind the piano, and there's Ringo Starr at the drums. I'm like, what on earth is my life? You know?